Our buddy Ted Jankin with Oxygen Financial in the studio, as he is each and every Tuesday. I would like to thank you very much, sir. I hope I did not embarrass you last night. Steve, Ted invited me and Rachel to a very, very swanky dinner last night. But it was it was a charity event.
Really? What were you doing? Who were you representing?
It was the Cottage House.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The Cottage School.
Cottage School, excuse me.
Is that for attention deficit disorder?
For everybody in this room. That's why.
Oh.
Great calls.
Yeah.
But what happened?
I had it.
It's where do we eat? What's the place called?
Osteria Matone.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce the place. It's a fantastic restaurant. And what they did was they took all these neighboring restaurants in that downtown Roswell area.
Okay.
And they had different chefs. I mean, top of the line chefs. And wine, what are they called? Wine
Crafts.
Sommeliers? Sommeliers.
Sommeliers. Whatever.
Yeah, don't say crafts again because that's wrong.
So they had all these fancy people there, right?
Yeah.
And they're serving different dishes. And they bring it out. Ask me what we ate for dinner.
Jason? Bailey? What did you eat for dinner?
Drum.
What the hell's drum?
It's a fish.
I know. Is it like the blowfish type? Is it an odd
It was
fish?
a meaty fish. It was
blowfish will
not
kill you.
quite as thick as a swordfish, but it's not something I would have normally ordered off the menu, but it was unbelievable.
You had a drumfish.
I had to
We had drum.
I had to Google it because I didn't know it. And I'm sitting there and I'm showing people at the dinner, and Rachel's like, "It's embarrassing."
Yeah, you're the
embarrassing to-"
redneck at the table. Hold on, let me look up. Y'all, man, this fish comes from the Gulf. Did y'all know?
Actually, it's from Central America. I believe.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
apologize.
and the largest one that was ever caught was 54 pounds.
You learned all that about the drumfish.
On the Google, yeah. So it's
a place.
I think it's part of the
On the
bass family.
Google.
Yeah. So I was telling everybody about it. It was fantastic.
It's related to the bass.
It was fantastic food, and they had.
Oh, I'm going to go buy a drum boat.
They had wine, different wines with every meal, and these dudes that came out, I mean, they never have a problem getting laid ever in their life. They came out and they were talking about the wines, and this guy comes out and he's got a man bun.
Right.
Dude,
the man bun's so sexy. I got to do it more.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Ted?
Yes.
He comes out and he's like, and he's got this really cool something accent,
Yeah.
and he's a wine sommelier, whatever
Yeah.
they're called, and he's talking about like this wine is from Piedmont, France. He starts talking French and stuff, and I'm like, you're cool.
Yeah.
You're so cool.
Guys that get laid are guys that know about wine or can play the piano. Those two dudes get laid.
By other dudes.
I hope I didn't
Well,
embarrass you.
No, it was a fabulous meal. There were
The
great
Cottage School.
restaurateurs there, and
So
we
it
actually
went
had
well.
a white port for dessert, which normally you have ports are red, and it was unbelievable.
We were picking it because we didn't have any black port in the house. So, all right, 7 ways to save money on school supplies this weekend for those of us that have kids and that like to save some money. Kids are going back to school here in the next couple weeks, so no tax weekend. Free
This
tax,
is one of the
tax-free.
two tax-free weekends that are coming up. This is specifically around things like school supplies, clothing, computers. There's a great opportunity to not pay sales tax and take a jump on it now because school will start here, and most counties will start in the next couple of weeks.
What about a wireless printer scanner?
Yes, no
Yeah.
tax.
Okay, so that's those are the items you need to jump on, the bigger items.
Yeah, take advantage if you don't have kids. Sure. All right, so 7 ways to save money. Go.
Yeah, we got a couple here, but I think the first thing is that you ought to take advantage of social media. A lot of these big stores, Staples, Office Depot, they're going to have something on their Facebook page, or if not, at least before you go to any store, even if you're shopping at Target, just Google it.
See, that's the kind of dinner it was last night. Target dinner.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's Target dinner.
He invited
Nice.
Target to a Target dinner.
But you've got to Google it because there's usually some sort of coupon or discount that's out there. And, it's the advantage of having social media today is you can get those savings right in front of you.
And the apps. Coupon Sherpa is a fantastic app. I saved like $160 at Kohl's this past weekend.
Dude, that's unbelievable. I know you use that a lot.
A lot. All right, next one. Go ahead.
Well, this is tax-free weekend. You need to make sure that you make a list with your kids. One of the ways families spend a lot of money is they go school shopping, but they don't make a list. And once the kids get there, stores are not stupid. They're going to put more items out beyond the school supplies, so your kids want to buy more things at the store. So the school will generally give you a list of what you need to bring, and then you make your own list of what else that you need. Or otherwise, you'll buy a new backpack if you don't need it. You'll buy extra items at the store.
I saw the backpacks. They're being moved up. I was at the Office Depot the other day, and I'm like, oh, they're ready to sell the backpacks.
They're expensive.
Oh, yeah.
We bought Ariel one. We got it at Kohl's because I got
Yep.
all those discounts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, the stuff that, I don't know if this is on your list, Ted, but the stuff that you normally would buy at a certain store, think about if you can buy that stuff at another store that offers more coupons. So, for example, Kohl's always has really good coupons, unlike maybe another store that doesn't. So if you can buy the same thing there, buy it somewhere else and plan out your day. I mean, call me cheap. Ted's wife last night, she goes, first thing she says to me, she goes, so I hear you're cheap.
That probably came from me. I had dinner with him not too long ago, and I told her you were cheapskate.
I am not cheap. I am frugal.
That's a nice way of putting it.
No, I am very frugal. All right, what's the next one, Ted?
Well, I think one of the things that's important, Jason's talking about this, is that if you plan your day out right, you might want to hit the dollar store. See, there's usually 2 or 3 places that people will go to get school supplies.
Bought some underwear there the other day.
That's quality for $1.
Go ahead. Continue.
But what I'm saying to you, the dollar store is not going to have everything that your child might need for school. They're not going to have everything. But picking up some of those supplies for a low cost there, or hitting a store like Five Below, hitting that store first, and then picking up the rest of the supplies. I would not be picking up underwear at the dollar store.
Thank you.
Well, it wasn't for me. It was for Rachel. Oh. Nice selection.
Hey, honey, here's some 100% cotton granny panties. I'll rip them off of you later.
Yeah, that's what it's like to be with this guy right here.
Boy, you're a sexy man.
Only the best.
Well,
for
Valentine's Day, our anniversary, and Christmas big occasions, I'll go to Five Below because it's a little bit.
You splurger.
Splurging. I'm a splurger.
Well, one of my big tips is to just simply go through your drawers and closets at home.
Oh.
A lot of people will go out and buy a bunch of new stuff, and then they realize they already have paper clips at home or batteries or things like that, and then they'll buy more packs of batteries when they were already somewhere in the house.
That's true.
So check up your ink supply at home for your printers. Just make sure that you go through everything and just get a complete list before you go out, or otherwise you end up spending more money than you need to.
Can I add to that, too? In order to mind F your kids, because kids, they want new things when they go to school.
Well, they want to keep up with the other students. They don't want to look bad.
So if you have those items already at home, like safety pins or paper clips or whatever, or pens.
Highlighters.
That you don't need to spend money on. What you do is you buy like a pen box or something, and you make a display. You already package it, and you say, here, I did this for you. So it looks new, even though it's not. So they don't know the difference. Sometimes you got to look. What did you say?
I said a heap.
It's not cheap. It's just
I said, did anybody hear that beep?
Any good parent knows you have to mind F your kids every once in a while.
God, I feel like taking a giant
every
leap.
day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ted. All right, go ahead.
Well, I always said one of my tips I give is 1 month big discounts. Especially you get back to school now.
Is that a YouTube clip?
Yeah. I got it up now. 1 month big discounts. Just check it out. It's Ted Jenkin on YouTube. And the important part here is that something like a computer, your child may say, I need this new computer now.
Yeah.
Well, do you need it now, or can you last 30 days into school? And if you can, a bunch of those computers will come down in price a month into school, especially after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So especially the big technology items. I'm not talking about pens, pencils, things like that, but the computer items will come down a month from now. So if your child can wait, or you can wait, that's going to give you an opportunity to save a couple $100 off your computer.
Isn't it weird, the computer? Remember, our big deal back in the day was the Texas Instruments calculator.
Yeah, the TI.
That or a Trapper Keeper.
I had a great Trapper Keeper.
And you want to make sure your Trapper Keeper was cool, so when you did your forts and you put them up on your desks, I always went just straight up blue and white. But then they got crazy and had designs on it.
I had designs. I had like a motocross guy, and it had Velcro on it, so I would look around the room and pop my Velcro, look around. Yep, Steve's getting busy with the studies over here.
All right, Ted.
How you like me now?
7 ways to save money, school supplies, tax-free weekend this weekend. Ted Jenkin, Oxygen Financial.
Thanks.
Yo, you got any more?
Oh, no, I got 2 more for you quickly here, Jason. One is for business owners. Think about running it through the business. If you have a Staples account already, or an Office Depot account, or a Costco account, or something like that, through the business, pick up some extra stuff. There's a great opportunity. Even now you have things such as cases of water or snacks or things like that. Just pick it up through the business, give you an opportunity to potentially write it off.
I was just going to say that, write it off.
And then on the tax-free weekend, just make sure you read the list. If you go to oxygenfinancial.net, I'll give you the list of what's included and what's not. A good example, Jason, is something like a television is not included in the sales tax list.
Yeah.
So you may think every item when you hear computers or school supplies are included, but there are a few things that are not. You probably want to grab that list from us before you go out to make sure that you don't pay extra sales tax.
Also, if I may add to this, is that if your kid, like my little girl at home, has more clothes than she knows what to do with. Is there are some places that you can go and they'll give you money for the clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Consign them out.
Consign them out. So
I've done that.
What Plato's Closet is like one of them.
Ragarama also.
So what you do is you say, go through the clothes that you don't need, don't want, don't fit, and then I'll take you up there. We'll get money, and then you give them that money to spend in like Justice or something and let them budget what they have, which kind of takes you out of the equation a little bit.
That's nice. And then Brandy will go to those places and buy your clothes.
Yeah.
It's all part of the kid mind.
It is.
I'm telling you.
Boom.
They're not going to beat me.
They can't win.
They're not going to win. I keep
Never.
telling them that, especially Caleb. You're not smarter than me. It's not going to happen.
happen.
Not under my watch. Ted, how can people find you?
Look, if you go to oxygenfinancial.net, we'll get you and your family this 7 ways to save money on school supplies and the tax-free shopping list. Pick it up now so you can save money this weekend as your kids go back to school at oxygenfinancial.net.
All right, there you go. Ted Jenkin, Oxygen Financial. I know you think I'm a horrible, horrible parent. I'm really